Okay, so this week we are also, in addition to multiplying mixed numbers, we're also going to learn how to multiply fractions and whole numbers. And so here we go. Or this week and next week, we're going to learn these two. And so this first problem, this is really easy. Trust me, don't get nervous. This is really, really easy. Fifth grade math. And so all you do is pretty much take the fraction here and place it there. And then you're going to put your whole number over a 1. Okay? Simple. Does not matter. You just put your whole number over a 1. And in these particular problems, trying to look through some of the sheets that I have to see if I have any problems that will have the whole number come first. And I don't believe that I do. But again, I'm not doing Common Core. So this is pretty simple. Just going to slot your fraction over here and turn your 10, your simple whole number, into a fraction by placing it over 1. So in this case, you got 1 over 2 and times 10 over 1. And then you're going to do simple multiplication. You don't need a calculator. 1 times 10 is 10. And 2 times 1 is 2. And then you're simply going to reduce because you can. And in this case, you're going to use 2 with both the number 2 and the 10 to reduce to 5 over 1. And anytime you get a whole number over a 1, it is simply that whole number because remember, this was a number 10, and to make it a fraction, we just put a 1 over it. And so anytime you get an answer that comes out this way, then don't leave it as a fraction with 5 over 1 or 0 over a number. You always just put the whole number there, which it won't be 0. It'll be that number. In this case, it's not going to be 1. It's going to be 5 because the 5 is over the 1. And then we're going to do these next few problems. They're all going to be pretty easy like this. So you bring your 1/5 over here, and you're going to put a 1 under your 3, making it a fraction. Simple multiplication. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 1 is 5. That is your answer. It can't be reduced, so the answer to that is 3/5. 1 over 3 times 7 equals, you'll pull your 1/3 over times 7 over 1. And then you do simple multiplication again. 1 times 7 is 7, and 3 times 1 is 3. Then we move down to this problem, which, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back. 1/3 over 7 over 1. 1 times 7 equals 7, and then 3 times 1 equals 3. And then in this case, you have to divide. You can't reduce this, but you can't just leave it as 7/3 because it's not its final answer. If that 7 were over a 1, then you'd say it was 7. That's not the case. It's over a 3. So we got to divide. And we'll set that problem up like so. And then we'll divide how many times can 7 go, the 3 go into the 7. And that will be 2 times. And so 2 times 3 is 6. It leaves us with a remainder of 1. Let's do our V. And so that will give us 2 1/3, which will be our final answer. Then move on to number 4. 1 over 2, slide it here, put a 1 under our 4, which makes it 4 over 1. Simple multiplication. 1 times 4 equals 4. 2 times 1 equals 2. And then we reduce it. That gives us, reduce it by 2 on both the top and the bottom, 4 and the 2. That gives us 2 over 1. And then we don't have to do anything further because we know that is simply 2. Last problem, very easy, which we've already done it up here, so I'm not going to go back through it again, but I guess I could go back through it again. So 1 over 3, you're going to slide that over times 7 over 1, and that's going to give you 7 over 3. You divide it like so with the final answer of 2 over 1/3. Sometimes on Math 8, problems may duplicate on a single sheet. But it's not a really big issue, because if you don't like that, or if that's a problem for you, you just simply reload or refresh the page and it'll populate an entirely new sheet. This is not Common Core again. It is the traditional way of doing math. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.